John Dow, the Perthshire stonemason who made a return to the land in Otago and became a successful farmer at West Taieri. John Dow was a big strapping Highlander renowned for his kindness and generosity. He was born here at Coldrack Farm in 1834. Now this is a remote area in Perthshire at the foot of the Grampian Mountains, but he was nonetheless able to get a good education at the nearby school at Drum Fork, run for over 50 years by John Ferguson. Each pupil had to pay fees, but also bring a turf of peat along for the school fire. The school was affiliated to the Free Church, and its pupils would sometimes clash with a neighbouring school whose sympathies lay with the Church of Scotland. A number of ex-pupils from Drum Fork School ended up in Otago, and in later years, their old master had a picture of Dunedin hanging in his home and was always keen to hear about their exploits. No doubt he would have been delighted with John Dow's colonial success. After leaving school, John had worked as an agricultural labourer in various farms in this area, but then he trained as a stonemason, a trade that was much in demand in this period, as the revolution in Scottish agriculture required a whole range of new buildings and farmhouses. But it was also a trade much in demand in Otago at this time, and John's family were likely drawn to consider their options there by one of James Adams' promotional lectures on his great tour across Scotland as Otago's immigration agent in 1857-58. In any case, John, his widowed mother and 3 brothers were assisted passengers on one of the ships that Adam organised for the thousands of Scots he enticed to the colony, the Robert Henderson, which set sail from Greenock in November 1857. Sure enough, John and his brother James found plenty of work as stonemasons in Dunedin. But when gold was discovered in 1861, the Dow brothers made their way to the goldfields. First, however, they spent some time here in the Taieri building this beautiful brick house, Woodside, for Francis McDermott, who was the first settler in this area. They seemed to put all their money into buying land here at West Taieri, where they developed this farm, which they called Newton Farm. Just nearby was another James Dow, also from Perthshire, but no relation as far as we know, and he called his farm Dowfield. Newton Farm was developed in what was originally very swampy ground, but by dint of hard work, the brothers turned it into a profitable farm. They were badly caught out by the Great Taieri Flood of 1868, however, and had to take shelter in a haystack for several days with one of their workmen to escape the floodwaters. In 1878, John married Janet Thompson Murray, the daughter of a local farmer. They had 3 sons together. John was very active in local affairs as a Justice of the Peace, a local body politician, and one of the founders of the Masonic Lodge on the Taieri. He was well read and a keen supporter of the Liberal government. Eventually, John purchased another 100-acre block right alongside his original farm, and with timber from that property, he was able to replace the original sod cottage and build a nice wooden house, as well as replace all of his farm buildings in like manner. John Dow was a tall, handsome man with a patriarchal beard and a kindly manner that won him the esteem of all his neighbours. He died here at Newton Farm in 1912, aged 80 years.